and get yourself situated. We'll lay the mats or mats down, um, and find something to support your hips. If you've been using blocks, that should be adequate for our sitting portion of the practice. And then I also forgot to mention, grab your balls that you were using from last week. Um, or excuse me, was that last week? No, this Monday, right? We're gonna use that to kind of guide our direction for Jalandhara Bandha or throat lock. And so just a little bit here at the front of the class, just a quick overview of what we're going to be practicing. We're going to look specifically at Udiyana Bandha or flying bandha or belly lock today. But we will revisit, take some rest stops at Mula Bandha, right, or the root lock, as well as Jalandhara Bandha or the throat lock. We'll begin our exploration first here in the throat, which is best established on the inhalation. The following two bandhas, the root lock, is best accentuated at the end of the exhalation. We'll practice it at the end of the exhalation, right? At the deepest part of your exhale. What feels like there in the belly is kind of drawing in of the navel and a suction in and then a lifting up. So there's kind of a J action, right? So it dips into the navel and then you want to suck the pit of your belly up, upwards through the body. What that looks like, kind of close description is if you're trying on jeans, some super tight jeans or some kind of pants that are maybe just one size or a half size too small for you. You're determined to try to put these pants on, right? So you try to suck your belly and to wiggle yourself into those pants. It was something that I used to do as a little kid, right? This is something that we'll integrate when we engage and practice Udiyana Bandha. Essentially is, when you're down here, you suck your belly in, right? And then hollow it out. So it feels as if the center part of your belly is sucking in, but the outer edges are hollowed out. That's the feeling that we are looking for, right? It's okay if you don't quite get it in our first couple rounds, right? Or even if you don't get it through today's practice, it's the first time, all right? So, but just see if you can follow along, and that's the area that we're going to be working with today. All right, excellent. So now from here, go ahead and find your seat. Right? Siddhasana is what I recommend, where the heels are in line with one another. Right? I have myself up on a bolster to create a little bit of height and space there, front of the hips. And then as we've begun in previous classes to get ourselves in the seated meditation position, right? Find a little bit of a tilting forward of the hips, and then you take your belly and then draw it right back into the midline. All right, and then from there, get a sense of a nice tall spine. And we'll open up our practice with that 4-part breathing exercise, the box breath, to establish a connection to the breath. And then we'll start off with, we'll continue with the ball here in our chin, right? So have that nearby. We'll go Jalandhara, Mula Bandha, and then Udiyana Bandha, okay? Cool. So don't think too much about it. One step at a time. Nice, good established base in our seat. Go ahead and have your arms, your hands straight out down by your sides, palms facing up to get us started. Go ahead and center your eyes on something in front of you. Relax your shoulders. A very nice, soft, supportive belly, right, to wrap and support the spine. And then from here, 2 easy breaths. We're going to inhale through the nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Soften and relax your face, your jaws, your throat, your shoulders. We'll do that once again. Inhale through the nose. Close your eyes, sigh out of the mouth. Good. And then nice easy breaths in and out through the nose. Continue now by gathering your attention, right? Your focus through sensation, right? The sensing through your body. And notice here sounds, your points of contact, right? Your legs on the ground, your hips on your support, your hands on your lap. And taking that same ability to notice these things, now center it around your breath. The feel of it through the nostrils, the movement in your belly, maybe in your bottom ribs, maybe even higher up into your collar. Notice the way that the breath plays and travels in the body. Good. And then now draw the attention to the hands. Spread those fingers. Remember, they're nice and wide. Engage the triceps. Straighten out your elbows. A soft pressing of the back of the arms down into the thighs. Spread, spread, spread the fingers. On your next exhalation, you're going to go ahead and find any random finger to touch. And we've done this a couple times. Notice if you really picked a random finger, right? Or maybe you just simply have been connecting the same ones. Right? If so, switch it up. And then now from here, we're gonna follow the path that we've laid down. When you're ready, we're going to establish that base breath. And just 3 rounds. You'll notice here on the inhale how long it takes, the duration of the in-breath. Holding off on venturing into the other 4 sides just yet, or 3 sides. 2 more rounds. Notice how long it takes to inhale. Good. Taking the average of those 3 cycles, now let's layer the hold at the top of the breath for a count of 1.5, right? So that example again would be if you counted 6 seconds inhale, then we'll hold 9 seconds. After now establishing the height of the hold, we're going to now layer down on the exhale, right? That same duration and length as the inhalation. So now we'll have 6, 9, and 6. As an example, your personal cycle quite possibly be different, right? So tailor it to what you are presented with. And so 3 full cycles. Now we have the inhale, the hold, and the exhale in a 1 to 1.5 and 1 ratio. Good. And then now explore the hold at the bottom of your breath. We'll complete that now. 1, 1.5, 1 and 1.5. Using the example would be 6, 9, 6 and 9. See if you can engage already here without the brace, right, of that ball in your chin. Notice that the collar rises, the chin wants to naturally drop to meet that lift. Keep your collar lifted now as you exhale. Feel the shoulder blades descending. And then at the end of that hold, see if you can squeeze out just a little bit more air. And then notice that natural connection to Hula Bandha, or that root bandha. Right? Do 2 more cycles. Good. Keeping those eyes closed. Go to now locate your ball. You have it nearby. Right? We're going to go ahead and take that ball, slide it there, sternal notch, chin, clasping around the ball. And then take a couple rounds here of that 4-part breath. Establishing our connection on the inhale, feel the collar rising. Find that hold at the top of the breath. Keep the collar lifted here as you exhale. Shoulder blades softening down the back. In those final seconds of that hold of the exhale, see if you can release and let the back round just a little bit. Release all the breath out. Right, 2 more cycles like that. Building that relationship with Udiyana Bandha, that's throat block. At the top of the inhale, feel the chin clamping down onto the ball. Pull the throat back just a tad. Pull the face back. Feel the back of the neck elongating. Keep that collar lifted as you exhale. Allow now the attention to slide down towards Mula Bandha, or the root lock. Feel that pursing and lifting of the pelvic floor. At the end of that hold, let the navel draw in a little bit more. It'll begin to pull the front of the body downward just a little. And then one more round, right? Inhale, feel the collar lifting. At the top of that breath, softly, very subtly, if it hasn't done so already, allow the throat to be drawn back. Right? The chin pulls the ball into the throat. Keep the collar lifted as you exhale. Soften and relax the shoulder blades. Find that hold at the bottom of the breath. Good. Keep holding the breath. Release a little bit more air. Let the attention drift now into your belly. Udiyana Bandha. Good. Let's take 2 easy breaths, right? Without that frame or that structure of attention sliding up and down the bandha. It's 2 easy breaths. Recovery breaths. Good. And then let's draw right back into that 4-part breath. Inhale. Notice Jalandhara Bandha, collar rising. Throat pulls back at the top of that breath. Hold. Keep the collar lifted. Exhale. Notice at the end of your exhalation, a small lift there in Mula Bandha, your root bandha. That space between the 1s and 2s. You remember that from last week. Good. Slowly release that bandha. And let's do 2 more cycles like that. Right now we're just focusing on that root bandha. Feel the collar rising on your in-breath. Seal that lock, pull the throat back, lengthen the back of the neck. Less and less muscular now as you exhale. Allow the focus, your attention to navigate down towards your pelvic floor. Soft release of the pelvic floor. Exhale all the breath out. When you're ready, last cycle. With Jalandhara Bandha highlighting here, spotlighting Mula Bandha. At the end of that exhale, find that hold. Feel the lift there in your root. You'll softly release Mula Bandha. Exhale all the way out. Good. 2 easy breaths. Space them. Recovery breaths. Good. Now we'll explore that last bandha, right, as we pass through all three. We'll go ahead and now open our hands, lay the palms down on the top of your thighs, just wrap your hands, fingers around your knees. On the next inhalation, feel the collar rising. Hold the breath, pull the throat back, Jalandhara. Keep your collar lifted, exhale. Don't chase it, just notice here at the end, towards the end of your exhalation, your attention naturally gets drawn to Mula Bandha, Root Bandha lifting. Keep that round the back just a little bit, push down into your thighs, and then see if you can press more air out. Belly button lifting, pressing in towards the spine. Good, release very softly your belly, your pelvic floor. Take an easy inhale. Right, a recovery breath. Do one more, it's very subtle work. And maybe through each or these opening cycles, it feels very muscular, right? That's a good start, right? That's a step in the right direction. But with each successive cycle, it becomes less and less about muscles and more about just simply noticing, a little bit softer, that when the attention passes through these particular gateways, they naturally engage. Right? So when you're ready, you're going to inhale through the nose, collar lifting, find Jalandhara Bandha. Face draws back, hold at the top, back of the neck long. Exhale, don't rush, keep the collar lifted. Attention and awareness lifts the pelvic floor. Good. See if you can exhale a little bit more. Push your hands down into your thighs. See if you can suck your belly in and then hollow out the sides of your belly. You're going to relax the belly, release the pelvic floor, smooth inhale. Take your time, a couple breaths there. Good. We'll do that 3 more times. Right? So when you're ready, inhale, collar lifts. Jalandhara Bandha, top of the breath, pull the face back. Keep the chin locked into the ball. Exhale. Notice the attention drifting down to the root. Feel the little lift. Push the hands down into the thighs. Carry that lift into your belly. Hollow out the outer edges of your stomach. Relax your belly. Soften the pelvic floor. Easy inhale. Slow it down. Recovery breath. Yeah, do the last 2 on your own. Same sequence, familiar path. Right? The pacing for you personally might be a little bit different. That's fine. See if you can walk down this path that is yours. Noticing here the stop signs or the posted signs along the trail, Jalandhara, the pelvic floor, and Udiyana Bandha. Remember, soften, relax your throat, relax the belly, relax the root. Don't rush the inhale, let it come in nice and smooth, right? Remember to take a recovery breath, maybe 2 in between. Good, last one. Good. About 3 to 5 recovery breaths after the end of this last cycle. No more holds, but notice here, the path a little bit clearer. The breath as you inhale has that natural Jalandhara. And as you exhale, the attention just very softly, almost naturally draws down to the root, completes and ends there in your belly button. Good. And then if you have that spacer there between your chin and collarbone, go ahead and release that now. Take that ball out. And sit just for a few more moments here and observe. Excellent. Right, on your next inhale, slowly blink your eyes open. No rush. And from here, we're going to go ahead and take all of that stuff and see if we can approach it from a different position and angle, right? So now we're going to take that and do it standing up. Go ahead and find yourself towards the back end of your mat. I'm going to adjust my camera. 1 second here. There we go. All right, so here, right, from our standing position, we're gonna go up into Urdhva Hasasana, holding the thumbs together. So you can just watch for a second. And then as you exhale, hands are gonna come down the center, and you're gonna bend your knees, sit your hips back, press your hands down into the top of your thighs. Right. So again, that's what it looks like. And as we integrate it, when we inhale, imagine Jalandhara with the ball here still. As you exhale, follow that all the way down to the root. And then all the way at the end of that exhale, keep holding the breath. Suck your navel in, hollow out the sides of your body. And you'll release your belly. Soften the root bandha, and then take an easy breath, right? So we'll do that. Let's do 5 rounds. And in between each round, you're going to take a recovery breath, right? So we're not going to do it back to back to back. We'll take our time through it. All right, so when you're ready, Feet are a little bit wide, toes pointed out just a bit, right? So feet are about shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider than that. Arms are down by the sides. Right? So when you're ready, in an inhale, reach your arms up over your head, hook your thumbs. Begin to slowly exhale, hands come down the center. Press the palms down into your thighs. Feel your root bandha. Suck the navel in. Exhale a little bit more. Round your back. Hold. Release your belly. Release the root. Take an easy breath as you stand all the way up. Good. 2 recovery breaths here. Let's make it 3. Good. 4 more rounds, right? Next inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, hook your thumbs. Jalandhara Bandha. Exhale, hands on those laps. Slide the hips back, find the root. Round your back, suck your belly in. Hold. Release the belly, release the pelvic floor. Take an inhale as you stand straight up. Easy exhale back out of the nose. All right, take your time through it, maybe 2 or 3 recovery breaths. When you're ready, try it 3 more times, right? Each successive time, it becomes less and less muscular, right? What I mean by that, it's less like you're trying to flex things. You're just allowing now your attention to become attracted to these 3 specific parts of your body. When you're ready, 3 more on your own. Arms reach. Take your time at the peak of the breath, back of the neck long, and then the exhale travels down the body. Lightly touching like a feather, right? Gracing the root bandha, rounding the back, suctioning it, and taking it right into the deepest part of your belly. Release first those bandhas, the belly, the root, before taking the inhale. And as you do that, you stand and take a couple easy breaths. Yeah. Continue like that. 2 more. All right. And don't feel rushed. Take your time through the recovery breath. Yeah, but when you're on that cycle, arms lift, the inhale, top of the inhale, you find Jalandhara Bandha in your throat. As you exhale, hands press on the thighs, sit the thighs back. Feel that pelvic floor lifting. Round and hollow your back. Slide the outer edges of your belly, suction them into the midline, and then hold there for a moment. Before taking your inhale, soften your belly, release that lock, release the pelvic floor, and then you stand on that inhale. That's good. Couple easy breaths, then last round. Bandha. Good. At the end of this next cycle, all right, Tadasana, arms down by your sides. Take your time getting there. Couple recovery breaths. And in your mountain pose, notice already the natural direction of your breath. A little bit clearer without having to be so muscular about it. Right? It's less physical. Good. And then now from here, we'll move around a little bit, right? Familiar poses. Slide the feet in a little bit closer together. Stand down directly underneath the hips. Arms down by your sides. Spread your fingers. Reach down towards the floor. Lengthen the back of the neck. Nice and tall. Inhale. Spread the arms up overhead. Exhale. Hands down the center. And then down by your side. 2 more times. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach up. Exhale, hands down the middle. Down by the sides. Urdhva Hastasana, arms lift. Good. This time, exhale, arms out to the sides, fold down to the floor. Nice, strong feet. Head bows last. Inhale, half flat back. Find Udiyana Bandha here. And then like a wave, as you exhale, fold, fold, fold. Notice the pelvic floor. And then a soft tension there at the pit of your belly. Soften and relax the belly. Release the pelvic floor. 2 more times like that. Inhale. Udiyana Bandha, half flat back. Take your time. Exhale all the way down. A little feathery touch there. Mula Bandha. Belly draws in. End of the breath. Soften and let that go. Last time. Half fold, inhale. Full forward fold. Plant your hands down on the floor. Step your feet back. Plank, inhaling here. Find that Jalandhara. Knees go down. Exhale all the way to the ground. Take your time. Find those bandhas even here. Inhale, Cobra. Find that Jalandhara. Imagine that you still have the ball there. Chin and collar. Exhale, forehead comes all the way down. Head touches on the floor. Lift and suck the belly away from the ground. Release. 2 more times like that. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, back down, nice and easy. Forehead lands. Feel the root, little touch of the belly, and release. Last time, inhale, Cobra. Head, bottom of the exhale, makes contact with the ground. Tuck the toes. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the feet back just a little bit. Spread your toes. Knees pressing forward. More space there. So hook the hips straight back. Right? 3 more breaths. Even here in this position, as you inhale, can you find Jalandhara Bandha? Eyes looking in between the knees. And as you exhale, feel that soft touch at the end of the breath. Root block. Soft suctioning there in the belly. Good. Set up on an inhale, balls of your feet. Look forward. Step, exhale, top of your mat, and fold all the way. Good. Inhale, half forward fold, Jalandhara. Exhale, fold, fold, fold. Root, belly at the end of the breath. One more time. Inhale, half, Ardha Uttanasana. Uttanasana, fold, forward, fold. Good. Stand all the way up. Urdhva reach, reach, reach. Hands down the middle. Down by the sides. Good. One more time. Inhale, stretch arms up. Inhale. Exhale, fold down, 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 down to the floor. Half forward fold. Inhale. Find that Jalandhara. Keep that. Hands go down. Step it back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower down, 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 down. Take your time. Find that root. Find the belly at the end of your breath. 2 times. Cobra. Inhale, Bhujangasana, lift. Exhale, forehead touches down. Feel the lift in your belly. One more. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Lower to the floor. Forehead makes contact. And there's a similar suctioning up of the belly away from the ground. We'll tuck those toes. Inhale, rock the hips back. Find that Jalandhara Bandha even here. Downward facing dog. Right, find your spacing in the feet. Soften the back of the knees. Tip the hips up towards the sky. 5 breaths. Steady the attention around the breath. Notice the path that the breath travels right across these 3 great channels of energy, right, of prana. Surya Namaskara. A, one more time. Balls of the feet. As you exhale, step it to the top of the mat. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward, forward fold. Good, keep it up. Inhale, stand all the way up. And then exhale, fold all the way back down to the ground. Half forward fold. Inhale. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale at the top of your plank. Exhale, lower, 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 lower. One time, cobra pose. Inhale. Bring it on down. Tuck the toes. Rock it back. Downward facing dog. When you're ready, let's go and step the left foot forward to the wrist. Set the right knee down to the floor. All right, take a second here on your fingertips. Squeeze the legs in towards the midline. And then let's go ahead and come on up. Arms are going to stretch up overhead. Hook your thumbs together. Exhale. Feel the breath going down to the pelvic floor and the navel drawing in. One more breath like that. Inhale. Draw the arms back. Pull the face back. Find Jalandhara. And then see if you can find Udiyana Bandha, the root, and the navel drawing in. Good. Hands pressed together down the midline, palms in front of the heart center. Eyes looking down at your fingertips. Find that inhale. And then as you exhale, keep looking at your fingers. You're going to turn the upper body to the left. Inhale, pull the face back, Jalandhara Bandha. Exhale, turn a little bit more to the left. Right, about 2 more times like that. Inhale, find that lift of the collar, Jalandhara. As you exhale, turn, 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 left, left, left. Good. And then now from here, you're going to go ahead and take your right elbow, hook it to the outside of your left thigh. Inhale, keep looking at your fingertips, lean back a little bit, find that Jalandhara Bandha. Exhale, feel the pelvic floor. Follow that all the way, Udiyana Bandha, right into your belly. Good. Keep this orientation. Now you're going to bring your left ear towards your left shoulder and then begin to turn your eyes down towards your left foot. All right, lean the head back. Imagine looking for Jalandhara Bandha here. Right, we just don't turn the head because the chin will start to drop towards the shoulder. And then we're no longer in line with the spine, right? So Jalandhara Bandha, even here. You can stay here like this, or slide your right foot back. And what happened to the breath? Right? Can you still find those 3 points? Well, if you have the back knee off the floor, right? We're going to bring the right fingertips down to the floor.
You can also keep the knee on the ground, right? Right fingertips go down, left arm goes up. If that's too much, transfer your right hand to the inside of your left foot. Good, now reach your left arm by your ear. And then now release both hands down to the floor. Step it back, downward facing dog. Very good. Balls of the feet. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Set the left knee down to the floor. There you go. Arms reach up, hook your thumbs together. Follow the exhale down. Pelvic floor and into your navel. Good, one more breath. Jalandhara. Bandha. Udiyana Bandha. Hands come down, fingertips, eyes on the fingertips. Feel that lift in the collar, the widening and lengthening of the back of the neck. Then as you exhale, turn, turn, turn. Take your time, feel the pelvic floor, feel the navel drawing in. Right, about 3 more breaths here, right? You're gonna inhale, lift a little bit more. Turn a little bit more. Keep the elbows wide. Yeah. And when you're ready, you'll hook your elbow to the outside of the thigh. Push down. Jalandhara, even especially here. Good. And then before we go anywhere, we'll tip the head, the right ear towards the right shoulder. And then you're going to pivot and turn your chin down towards the floor. That'll help with the spacing now and rotation of your head, as if you still had that ball in your throat. Right? But if we were just here and turn the head down, it tends to drop the neck too much. So we want to keep the head and that feeling of Jalandhara Bandha even as we turn our head. You can stay like this on the ground, or slide your left foot back, pick the left knee up off the floor. Nice strong connection, inner right foot, left thigh lifting, right thigh sinking towards the floor. But really, all of that stuff, right, is connected to your breathing. No force in the poses. You can stay here, left hand goes down, either the inside or stays hooked and goes down on the outside of your foot. Right arm's gonna go up, and then reach that arm up over your head. Yes, good. Both hands come back down. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Good. Balls of the feet, inhale. Look towards your hands. At the bottom of your exhale, step or jump top of your mat. Half forward fold, inhale. Full forward fold. Good, stand up, arms stretching up overhead, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Half forward fold. Good. Hands go down to the floor. Step it back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Toes going back. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready, step your left foot forward. Bring the right knee down to the floor. And we'll inhale. Arms reach up, hook your thumbs together. Feel Mula Bandha at the exhale, belly draws in. Hands come down to center. Eyes resting on top of the fingers. About 3 breaths. Revolve to the left. Take your time. Jalandhara, a little bit taller. Open up the front. Front supports the back as you turn. One more breath. Good. Now from here, left fingertips go down. Tap your right heel. If it's too far, just reach back. Good go. Inhale. Find Jalandhara. See if you can find a little bit of a back bend. Great. And then wherever you are, reach your right arm straight up and back. Where's the breath? Good. Take one more inhale. Then as you exhale, right hand comes down to the floor, left arm goes up. Slide the right foot back. We're in back into that twist over to the left side. Good. And then now from here, you're going to bring your left hand down on the inside of your left foot. So you might need to scoot your left foot out to the side a little bit. Use your block underneath your hand if you have that nearby. Right, you can have it on the highest height, that works. We're going to flip the back heel down to the floor. Right. Spin this top hip down towards the floor. And then now take your right ribs and spin it up towards the sky. Right? Ardha Uttanasana, side angle pose. Right arm goes up. And then right arm up over the head. Three more breaths. Where are those bandhas here? Where's the breath here? Excellent job. Reach that right arm up. Stand firm in your forward leg. Come on up, warrior 2. Nice. Reach your left arm up and back. Take an inhale. Open up the sideways. Spin your hands down to the floor. And let's go ahead and step the left foot back, downward facing dog. In pace with your breath, we'll step the right foot forward. Bring the left knee down to the mat. Arms reach up. Establish that connection to the breath here. Hands down the center, eyes on the tips of the fingers. Right, about 3 breaths. Jalandhara, feel that length and height. And then as you exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, lift the collar. Turn to the right. Feel that lift. To the right. Good. Right fingertips go down and back. Find that heel. Right. Find a little bit of a back bend here. Jalandhara, almost like a half flat back. And then can you exhale? Feel that there in the pelvic floor and your belly. And you can use a block also. It's not too far away. Instead of trying to hold on to your heel. Right? Left arm is going to reach up and back. See if you can find more of a back bend. So you're going to start to turn your chest skyward. Jalandhara here. Don't let the head fling back. Take one more inhale. Hands go down. Left hand goes down. Right arm goes up and slide your left leg, right? Your left foot back. Drop the right thigh, keep lifting the left one. And then find that Jalandhara, especially here, right? Don't let your head flop or turn the head up without calibrating first here. Channel of the breath. Good. And then now circle the right hand down to the floor, both hands down. You're gonna move your left foot off to the side, flip that foot down into the floor. Right, you can have your block there on the inside of the right foot. And take the top left hip and swivel it down towards the floor. Left rib cage spirals up towards the sky. Side angle, left arm goes up. Tuck the outer right hip under. But really just follow your breath. What orientation? All right, left arm by the ear. The breath will give you more accurate cues than I could ever suggest. All right, so now the left arm goes up. Stand strong in your right leg. Oh, that's a tough one. All right, warrior 2. Lighten it up a little bit. Ease with the breath. When you're ready, reverse. Right arm goes up. Spin the hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Relax the back of the head. Let the head hang. Good. Now let's release the knees to the floor. Go ahead and roll down onto your back. Here on our backs, just take it nice and easy. Now you're gonna lift, take your arms out to the sides, lift your hips up, bump your butt over to the left a little bit. Straighten your right leg, place your left foot on top of your right thigh. Take an inhale, feel that little push in the back of the head, lengthening the neck. Then as you exhale, drop the hips over to the right side. We'll take now the right hand, just rest it on the outside of your left hip. Soften on the exhale. Allow the breath to be full, super robust, high definition. Very good. Release that left leg. Swivel the hips back down. Take another simple twist. Adjust the hips now to the right side. You're going to straighten the left leg, right foot on top of the left thigh, and then spin the hips to the left. Right? Adjust the shoulder blades. Push down into your left arm and scoot it over to the left side just a little bit. Now the left hand is going to latch on to the outside of your right thigh. The head remains neutral. Right shoulder blade remains grounded. Good. And release that leg, spin both hips back down to the ground. And then now from here, hug both knees into your chest. Then go ahead and grab hold of the outsides of your shins. All right, happy baby. Bottoms of the feet up towards the sky. Right, if it's accessible, you can grab hold of the outer feet, right? But don't let the tailbone curl off the floor. Adjust your hands instead of negotiating the straightness of your spine, right, or the integrity of your spine. So let's keep this spine nice and neutral. And a couple easy breaths here into the hips. Nice full breaths. Feel the rocking of your hips as you breathe. Very good. We're going to keep the left leg where it is. Release the right leg down to the floor. And now just allow this left knee to be weighted towards the ground, right? Like a little anchor. A little bit of a twisting there in the hip to the left. Good. Let's take that right leg back up. Full baby or happy baby. Right, and unhook your left leg. Let that straighten on the ground. Your left arm down on the floor. And then just allow the weight of your right leg to tip the hips to the right. Full breaths into your belly. Feel that flooding into your hips. Good. Now both legs back up. Full happy baby. Take one more deep inhale right into your belly. And then release the right leg down to the floor. Take one more inhale. And then release the left leg down onto the floor. Space the arms out by your sides. Push the elbows down. Draw the shoulder blades closer together and then release them. Let them flood down into the ground. And from here, with the eyes closed, we're just going to turn the head side to side, turning the head to the left, to the right, left, right, and it slows and loses momentum and lands right in the center. Allow now your eyes to soften, the center of your eyebrows to relax. And just for a few moments, notice here, allow your attention to drift up and down the body, down the center of the brow, the throat, the chest, belly, pelvic floor. Right? Notice it slide all the way back up, pelvic floor, belly, chest, throat, center of your eyebrows. And it doesn't have to be so distinct each location, but just notice the attention there, gliding, right, like a soft feather up and down the body. And the next time you make it all the way up to the center of your brow, pause there, allow the attention to rest. Now follow that understanding right above the area above your head. Consciousness hovering around that space. And for these final moments now, allow your attention to soften. That space above the head dissolves. Begin to collect consciousness back through the senses. Right? Notice sounds. The temperature of your skin, your heels, hands, your head resting on the ground. And return back to the breath. Notice the rise and fall of the breath in the body. On your own time,
We'll roll on over to our sides in a fetal position, knees bent, head resting on the arms like a pillow. Good. We take our time. Right? We'll come together in a seat as we started. You can use your block or anything there to find a comfortable seat. We pause where we started. Hands come to heart center. We witness the shift, the witness, the one that observes, everlasting. Thank you so much. It's a fantastic, a great pleasure to be your guide. Right? You all did a fantastic job. Thank you so much. Namaste.